Today on the list, gifts for the holidays, a look at Lizzo, and the one thing you need to prevent jet lag.
Sleep is not an on-off switch.
Plus,
It's going to put that nice brown crust on the bottom.
the best way to improve your cornbread.
This is almost a meal in itself.
But up first, what self-doubt can lead to at work. It's your life, it's your list, and it starts right now.
Hey guys, I'm Christina Guerrero.
And I'm Jimmy Rhodes. And KG, everywhere you go, doesn't it seem like places are short-staffed and people are just wiped out and overworked?
Yeah, of course, some folks are looking forward to a couple of days off for Thanksgiving break, but that's not really enough to help, especially with the December holidays on the horizon.
So we're looking at the signs you might be headed for burnout and what you can do about it. That's our featured story at the top of our list.
The pandemic forced people to suddenly learn new tools and to work differently.
Sorry, you were on mute there.
And since then, experts say there's been an explosion of severe burnout among American workers.
It got worse, I believe, in the pandemic, just because there were so many other factors that created this kind of perfect storm for burnout.
We turned to wellness expert Jennifer Moss, who wrote the book, The Burnout Epidemic, to learn more about how it's impacting people's health. First off, why should we care about burnout?
The International Labor Organization and the World Health Organization added burnout to its international classification of diseases. It can lead to depression, anxiety, gastrointestinal health becomes poor. I mean, we're getting headaches and chronic pain.
So it's important to get a handle on it before it spirals into something serious like deep depression. She has some ways to tell if you're experiencing signs of burnout. First, exhaustion.
Depletion, that feeling like you can't get motivated in the morning to get up to work. You're exhausted by the end of the day.
Next, lack of connection.
We feel like we're not doing a very good job in the role that we used to feel like we were really good at. Maybe we're questioning our skills. We don't feel valued.
And she says the last sign you're experiencing burnout is that you have negative feelings about your job.
The cynicism piece, that hopelessness piece, has risen so much over the last couple of years. And that's why I think we're seeing people hit the wall, because they're feeling like they can't change anything.
But not all hope is lost. Here's how to fix it.
Every single week, write down how often you felt any of those signs of burnout and watch over time. Are they getting worse?
And if they are, talk to your boss.
So if we're feeling any of those symptoms 2 or 3 times per week, and we're seeing that happen over time, over months, then we're probably at risk of serious burnout, and we should be getting some support and help to manage it.
She suggests getting professional counseling if your workplace offers it, and also see if your work schedule can be adjusted.
We need to spend a couple weeks documenting how often we get sidetracked with meetings. I mean, the meeting fatigue is so high. We have 252% more Teams meetings in the last year.
She recommends talking to your boss about inefficient tasks.
And creating a culture where people can politely decline meetings.
And make sure you're properly trained.
How often are we getting off course with urgent needs versus priority needs? How often are we doing work that we're doing inefficiently because we don't have proper training?
Finally, outside of work hours, nobody should be bugging you.
We need to have a right to disconnect. There's laws now being put in place where it's illegal, it's unlawful for employers to reach you after work hours. This is a serious issue that we need to address in a very serious way.
Snuffing out burnout is at the top of the list.
Maybe you're gonna try to avoid burnout by taking a vacation, but you might have a tough time sleeping after you arrive, and well, that will defeat the purpose of your relaxation vacation. So who better to ask for advice than a guy called the Sleep Doctor? He has tips on how to make sure jet lag doesn't clip your wings.
If you've been dreaming of jetting off for some much-needed R&R, your body may not cooperate.
Jet lag is kind of an interesting situation where your internal biological clock is different than the external time zone in which you happen to be.
Dr. Michael Bruce, the sleep doctor, clears away the cobwebs with tips on how to give jet lag a beatdown. For starters, shift your schedule.
You might want to consider shifting your schedule before you leave. It takes the body naturally approximately 1 day per time zone cross.
He says short trips won't require this.
Let's say you go from LA to New York and you're back after the weekend, your body barely gets a chance to adjust.
But if you're going someplace like Europe,
And you've got 6, 7, 8 hours of difference between where you are and your destination, then it's going to be a good idea to consider changing your schedule.
so about a week before you leave, start eating your meals and adjust your sleep to be around the same time it'll be at your destination.
You'll actually arrive on the time schedule and then be able to perform your day. Whereas if you had jet lag, you might get tired at the wrong times, you might get hungry at the wrong times.
Next, pack a sleep kit.
Number one, I like to have a nice, really comfortable eye mask. The really thick ones I think are the best because they really do block out most of the light.
Get earplugs with a noise reduction rating or NRR of 32 decibels.
They have to be 32 or below, otherwise you can't hear the smoke alarm in the hotel.
Dr. Bruce says getting plenty of light when you first land can also help.
Light is arguably the number one thing that you need to help you with jet lag because it stops melatonin production in your head.
If it's going to be night when you land, pack a light therapy box. You can find them online starting at around $20. Finally, maintain a bedtime routine.
Sleep is not an on-off switch. It's like slowly pulling your foot off the gas and slowly putting your foot on the brake.
He says it should take 15 to 20 minutes to even fall asleep, but give yourself time to chill out.
So if you're traveling, it's maybe getting plans together for the next day, 20 minutes for hygiene, and then 20 minutes for some form of meditation, relaxation, prayer, whatever helps get you there.
For more information, head to thesleepdoctor.com. Don't let jet lag fly you tossing and turning into your dream vacation.
Just about everybody loves some Thanksgiving cornbread, but let's be honest, it's pretty much the same thing every year. That is until now. Jackie Denker's breaking out of the cornbread doldrums with 3 new recipes.
Ring the bell, dinner's ready, and we are making cornbread.
Just another day in the kitchen.
Straight from the owner of Bear Creek Smokehouse in Marshall, Texas, Robbie Schultz.
Let's get started.
First up, ranch hand cornbread muffins.
We're gonna dump this cup of cornmeal.
Then in goes flour, brown sugar, and baking powder.
We're gonna blend these dry ingredients together.
Then some honey.
It is super sticky. Gonna add sour cream.
Dump in buttermilk, 1 whole egg, and 1 egg yolk.
Then we're gonna add the heat.
With chopped jalapenos and mix well.
And it smells really good.
Add a couple pinches of salt. Prep your muffin tin with nonstick spray. Add in the batter.
And just wait till you see how we're gonna finish these off.
Yup, with cooked diced brisket.
If you don't have brisket on hand, you can make this recipe without it.
Top with a sliced jalapeno and toss in the oven at 375 for about 20 minutes. And boom. Now things are getting spicy with a Mexican-style cornbread.
First off, we're gonna just add both packages of cornbread mix to this bowl right here.
Then in goes milk, 2 eggs, and stir.
Here goes the onion. Here goes the corn.
Then chopped jalapenos.
This is almost a meal in itself.
In goes garlic powder, sugar, sharp cheddar cheese, and give it another stir.
While I'm stirring, I'm gonna add the stick of melted butter. Wow, that looks delicious.
Pour it into a heated skillet with melted bacon grease.
Look at that, can you hear that?
Pop in the oven at 375 for 30 to 45 minutes or until golden brown. And you're done.
Look at that.
Finally, we are making cornbread dressing, which is stuffing for us non-Texans.
The first thing we're gonna do is add the yellow cornbread mix.
Toss in milk, eggs, chopped onions, and stir. Pour into a heated skillet with bacon grease and
We're just gonna cook it according to the package directions.
it's so good, Robbie made 3. Toss sliced green onions in a big bowl, followed by the cornbread.
See how it just popped out of the pan because we put the bacon grease in the bottom first. You just gonna crumble them up.
In goes cream of chicken, chicken broth, eggs.
We're using a lot of chicken parts here, folks.
Add black pepper, shredded chicken.
I can't wait for you to see how this turns out.
Toss in the oven at 375 for about 35 minutes and enjoy.
Woo, wait, wow.
For full recipes, head to thelisttv.com. Getting ready for Thanksgiving with 3 delicious cornbreads.
Still to come on the list.
You have to be comfortable enough with yourself and your style to appreciate other trends.
Where to find help with your wardrobe.
This is giving like extra brunch. Like I'm here to make a statement.
And how Lizzo revolutionized the music industry.
She's very good at speaking with and connecting with her fans.
All that and more ahead on the list.
Welcome back, friends. All right, if you were looking for a timely holiday gift, we have just what you need.
That's right. Say so long to your phone. Hattie D. Jamal is introducing us to the new wave presents that give the gift of time.
This year, we're giving the gift of time. Well, ways to keep track of it anyway. From teched out timepieces to modern classics, there's options for every budget. We're starting with the Tidbit, a retro digital display that's a clock, weather, stock ticker, and almost anything else you want it to be.
It's a retro display from the future, so it looks like old school LED signboard, but you can put on hundreds of different apps and see whatever you want to see on it.
Engineer and Tidbit co-founder Rohan Singh built it out of necessity.
I live right on top of a subway stop, and I just wanted a way where I would know how long I have to go catch my train. And I could pop open my phone, but then I usually get caught up in Twitter or work email, whatever.
And the free app lets you turn it into anything you want.
Put the app on your phone. We show you kind of previews of all the stuff you can add to your Tidbit.
Everything from clocks and sports to uploading pics.
Yeah, that's me, I guess. All right.
Find it online for about $160. Don't snooze on our next timely gift, the Braun Travel Alarm Clock. It features a legendary German design, but at a budget price. This tiny timepiece was created by legendary product designer Dieter Rams in 1971. He's widely considered the godfather of modern industrial design. It features the basics: time, alarm, snooze, and a light. Plus, at less than $20, they also make great stocking stuffers for the perpetually late person on your list. We'll wrap with a Lenovo Smart Clock 2. It integrates with Google to give you weather, music, email, and even charges your phone.
Hey Google, play relaxing music. Stop. Good morning, Emily. It's 7:30 a.m.
There's also a model for Amazon Alexa users too. Both come in a variety of colors and also feature a built-in nightlight. It lists for about $70. Find it in stores and online. Keeping our loved ones on schedule with timely gifts.
It's party season, and that means it's time to update those outfits. And here's a great place to turn for advice. Teresa Strasser found some TikTok influencers on top of the trends. Hey, Teresa.
Thank you. With over 5 million followers combined, these fashion TikTok experts are helping all of us keep up to date with the latest in fashion. Coming in at number 1, Hannah Harrell.
Let's pick out an outfit to go to dinner and take some photos.
Hannah's down-to-earth, get ready with me videos help everyone achieve an everyday look.
I feel like this isn't right, but this is what we're doing.
And pull off the classiest attire.
Could you think of a more perfect dress for me to wear on my birthday?
I mean, the girl's got style, and she's helping her followers find their own style.
You have to be comfortable enough with yourself and your style to appreciate other trends or other styles.
Hannah is keeping it real on TikTok.
Let's get ready to go for a run. I don't remember the last time I went for a run outside.
All while staying super fashionable. At number 2, Christiana, aka Bad Brown Skin.
Let's jump into what I would wear as a curvy woman wedding guest edition.
From wedding guest dresses to swimwear.
Oh yeah, I like this one a lot better. Okay, let's accessorize.
Christiana is helping every woman love the skin they're in.
But one thing that being curvy my whole life has taught me is that I have to work twice as hard for half the recognition. And maybe I need way more than half.
Christiana is giving us the green light to be extra when the occasion calls for it.
And this is giving like extra brunch. much. Like, I'm here to make a statement.
And no matter what, she says to always be confident in who you are.
Who else throw it back like?
Fierce. Are people still saying that? And third on our TikTok fashion experts list, Style Hard, aka Fashion Mom.
It's your fashion mom teaching you another life lesson that only a mother could.
Maytal Algranti studied fashion coordination and styling and is now sharing her fashion wisdom with all of us.
Let me introduce you to the French tuck.
She even tells us what fashion mistakes to avoid.
Starting with way too much jewelry.
And teaches us how to make our fashion deals look like luxurious items.
Let's do another bougie on a budget.
Very luxe, not many bucks. We love it. And those were a few fashion TikTok experts you should be following for all things fashion. Lots more to come on the list. Stay right here.
You want the most out of life, and thelistTV.com is your one place to find it all. From money-saving hacks to great family vacations to mouth-watering recipes and the latest lifestyle trends. It's your life, it's your list, and it's on thelistTV.com.
We are back. On the watch list today, a look at Lizzo. Her trajectory as a multi-talented performer is the center of the documentary Love Lizzo, which drops on HBO Max tomorrow. So we have a preview with a look at some of her career highlights.
Lizzo is the three-time Grammy-winning hitmaker who's become one of the biggest names in music.
I'ma hit you back in a minute.
Her career breakthrough happened in 2019 with her single Truth Hurts, and she's been unstoppable since.
Completely changed her entire career and made her one of the biggest pop stars of the last few years.
She's a shining star, so Brittany Spanos, senior writer at Rolling Stone, helps us highlight some of the reasons why. First is her unique talent as a singer, songwriter, rapper, classically trained flautist, and more. Skills which, combined with her authentic personality, have earned her millions of fans around the globe.
She's very good at speaking with and connecting with her fans. She has such a big pop diva presence on stage, but she can balance that really well, being goofy and laughing at herself. She's willing to kind of be open with her fans and her audience in that way.
And she hasn't stopped at music. She's also behind the three-time Emmy Award-winning TV show Lizzo's Watch Out for the Big Girls.
It's the battle of the big girl.
She's an executive producer and host of the Prime Video original, where 13 women compete to join her world tour.
Being able to see larger bodies dance alongside thinner bodies is really important, and that's always been really important to Lizzo's stage shows. She's able to kind of highlight that there's not one type of pop star that has to exist.
Because ultimately, Lizzo's career has become synonymous with body positivity and self-empowerment.
She's just made an entire discography about empowerment, about, feeling good in your skin, feeling good with who you are. It's just like really empowering pop music.
A message also present in one of her latest ventures as creator and co-founder of the shapewear line Yitty, released this spring in partnership with Fabletics.
You're gonna want to get this.
Again, this is about making sure that it's very inclusive with all body types, kind of a rebranding of what shapewear can actually be, and she's been very integral to making that.
Celebrating the multi-talented star, creative, and role model that is Lizzo on the watch list.
I just love me some Lizzo. Her tracks are always just full of a kind of joy.
Yeah, you are a true fan over there. And her name was definitely destined to be up in lights, right?
I agree.
Hey, speaking of which, how are your holiday decorations coming along?
Oh, KG, you better be talking about my Thanksgiving decorations.
Here we go. How early is too early to decorate for the December holidays? Last on our list is next. Hey guys, welcome back. It is time for What's Last on Our List. Here we are, late November, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, but question, did you ditch the cornucopia and crocheted turkey centerpiece and just go straight for the Christmas tree and twinkle lights?
Okay, absolutely not. The proper order for decorations is Halloween, then Thanksgiving, and then and only then, the December holidays. And I'm not alone. Look at this headline from Pop Crush. Woman says people who put Christmas decorations up early are attention seekers.
I mean, she sounds like she needs a hug. I see your Pop Crush article, though, Jimmy, and raise you a science-backed study, all right? Psychologists confirm people who decorate for Christmas early are happier. And I have to agree. You know, I too was once a December 1st Christmas decorator, but that changed during the pandemic when we decorated before Thanksgiving, and we love it.
Okay, you know I wish your family nothing but joy, but think of poor Thanksgiving. It's like skipping the less popular, not as handsome younger son's birthday so you can celebrate the flashy, exciting older brother's birthday for like 3 straight months. I mean, how do you think that makes poor Thanksgiving feel?
Jimmy, aren't you the youngest of 10 kids?
Yes, what's your point?
Well, I think in this metaphor, you might be the forgotten Thanksgiving son who gets overlooked.
Yes, I am Thanksgiving to my older brother's Christmas. Don't forget about me. Celebrate me.
Aw, Jimmy, sounds like you need a hug too. And you know, a little therapy wouldn't hurt.
Probably.
And that's what's last on our list. Thanks for watching, friends. We'll see you next time.
On the next list,
This is the most fun thing I've ever done in my life.
the best time to see the Grand Canyon.
The best part of riding in this car is the social feel, the historical feel.
And how to avoid holiday travel hassles.
We're anticipating a very busy holiday season.
Plus,
we bring our chocolate in from Belgium.
Impress your guests with a perfect pie.
The crust is the secret to any good pie.
That's next time here on The List.